All right, all right. Happy Tuesday, everyone. This is Chere Cofield, your stress manager, and you are tuned in to Stress Less Radio with the Stress Manager. I hope that your Monday and Tuesday so far have been fabulous, and I hope that your weekend was even more fabulous. I had a pretty busy weekend. I spoke at a conference called Work Your Package. That's right, work your package. No matter what you're working with, you better work it. You better appreciate what you have and use your God-given talents, whatever shape, size, form you are. Appreciate what you are and what you have, and then work it to the best of your abilities. It was a phenomenal conference. It was about 100 women in attendance, and I got to speak about stress management, of course. So just teaching people ways to minimize that stress so they can maximize their success. And that's what we're going to do for the next hour. This is your hour to sit back, relax, rejuvenate your mind and your body, and then also get educated all at the same time. So you know how we do on Stress Less Radio. If you need to get your glass of wine or your cup of hot tea or coffee, kick your heels up and just relax, because this next hour is all about you. Now, you know, every week we have to mention our fabulous, fabulous sponsors, because without them, we wouldn't be on the air. So we want to thank, first of all, May We Help You Radio Network. Without them, we couldn't have that dial tone to be ready and take calls and listeners and all that good stuff. So thank you so much, May We Help You Radio. Also, another sponsor we have is Adam and Eve, and you can look at their products on mwhyradio.com. That's May We Help You Radio.com, but their products are there. And it's funny that they're our sponsor. We have some big-time sponsors on this network, because they were on the TV last night. I was watching, I think, Cinemax or something, and up comes Adam and Eve. I said, wait a minute. We blowing up. We got Adam and Eve as our sponsors, and they're on TV. So kudos to Letitia McDougall doing it big for the May We Help You Radio Network. And last but not least, let's see, we'll shout out a couple more sponsors. We have so many sponsors, we have to choose which ones we want to use each week. Of course, I'm a sponsor, Chere Cofield International. Visit me online, ChereCofieldInternational.com. And Heroes Academy. Visit them at heroacad.com and check them out and see what they're all about. And then last but not least, Rita Ricks, SpeakToYourSpirit.com. So those are our amazing, amazing sponsors. We appreciate you. Keep doing what you do. Make sure you visit their website. Show them some love. Let them know you heard about them on the Stress Less Radio Show with Chere Cofield. Listen, tonight is going to be fabulous. Tonight we have two amazing, amazing guests that are going to pour into you. One guest is Miss Ericka Sallee, and she is a life coach who's going to talk to you about getting that mental, physical, and spiritual well-being all together and focusing on it and getting it right. We're going to get you right and get you tight. And then Christopher Goode. Now, you know this guy is pretty near and dear to me. Yeah, Christopher Goode. His company is Good Fit for Life. He is a fitness guru. He is known as the cardio kickboxing king. And if you're coming out to the Let's Get Serious Expo this Saturday, you will see why we call him the king of cardio kickboxing. But he's going to be on the show a little later. But before we have our dynamic guests come on to the show, we are going to talk about ways that you can stay in touch with me. So visit my website, ChereCofieldInternational.com. Make sure you take the free stress quiz on my website. That's going to give you a score. Once you get that score, there's a grid there that'll let you know what to do with that score. And if you need to get some help immediately, follow the directions, contact me, and we can get you on your way to a healthier mindset, a healthier body. We want you to be happy, healthy, and harmonious. So give me a call, and I'll be glad to help you out. Every week we take you guys on a relaxation destination. And so this week's relaxation destination is Bermuda. I have never personally been to Bermuda, but I hear that it's absolutely gorgeous. The beautiful water, just from the images that I've seen, the water is absolutely beautiful. And right now, the weather is perfect there. I love 70-degree weather, and that's what their daytime weather is like right now, 70 degrees. And then the night it cools off a little bit, so you need your shawl or your sweater or your jacket, because it goes down to about 60. So make sure that when you're doing your creative visualization throughout the week, that you focus on Bermuda, the beautiful, beautiful water and sands. Make sure you put yourself there on a mini mental vacation. Feel the sand between your toes. Make sure that you take in a couple deep breaths, allowing your shoulders to rise and fall. And when those shoulders fall, I want you to make that your way of letting all your cares, your stressors of the world for that day or that week, just let them fall to the floor. That's right. We're going to drop them off. So inhale, take a deep breath in through your nose, and I want you guys to exhale out of your mouth, letting your shoulders rise and fall and release all of those stressors you've had for this week or over the weekend or since the last time you listened to Stress Less Radio, because this is an hour totally about you to relax, rejuvenate your mind and body, and also get educated by our experts in the areas of health, wellness, and stress management. Now, the next thing we do each week, if you're new to Stress Less Radio, is to give you a stress tip of the week. So throughout the week, we know stresses are going to come. There's no way around that. We're going to have stress in our lives. But it's how you manage that stress that shapes the outcome of your week, of your mood, of anything that's going on, the end result of the problem. So we want you to have clearer thought processes so you're able to better deal with those problems. So this week's Stress Less tip is to keep your sugar levels steady. How are you going to do that? You're going to do that by eating frequent small meals. That's right. You don't have to eat those big, humongous meals and then you wait hours and hours and hours and then eat again later. No, we want you to constantly eat a couple meals throughout the day. So those frequent small meals, they'll keep your glucose levels up, because when those glucose and sugar levels drop or they're low, you can't effectively manage your stress. Your thoughts become cloudy, you become irritable, you're just plain old nasty and grouchy and nobody wants to be around you, and you feel more fatigued. But by taking those small snacks, it could be a granola bar, it could be something very simple, but every couple hours I want you to try eating something and just see how your mood is elevated over the next couple weeks as you have a steady sugar level. So that's the Stress Less tip of the week. So each week we give you a tip. We want you to try it. Give us some feedback. Send me an email at cherecofield@hotmail.com. If you have a certain topic that you would like for us to discuss, you can send a message through mwhyradio.com or through my website, cherekofieldinternational.com. Now, as I mentioned, we have a lot of events going on in the D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area that we want to invite you to and let you know about, because, some events that I endorse that I would definitely go to myself and some I will be in attendance at. I definitely want to spread that love and let you guys know what's going on. The first event is this Saturday. That's my 5th annual Let's Get Serious Health, Wellness, Fitness Expo. I am super excited about this year's expo. I tell you, I had a late start. I started about 6 months late. I normally plan this expo out a year in advance because actually I already have next year's date already planned out and the location. So I normally start a year in advance, but I had so many things going on that I was kind of feeling overwhelmed myself, and I can't bring you stress management if I'm not adequately managing my own stress. So I wasn't going to actually do the expo this year. But because of the overwhelming requests that I could not stop and telling me I had to continue to do the expo again this year, I went on and put it together in 6 months. And you would not believe the outpouring of community support. We are sold out of vendors. I actually opened up 5 additional vendor spaces, and they were sold before a complete day was out. The first day I did it, all the vendor spaces were gone. And again, today I had like 5 calls. Hey, is it too late to be a vendor for your expo? And I'm like, it absolutely is. I don't have any more tables. So this expo is really, really growing. It's flourishing. We're close to 1,200 attendees already pre-registered for the expo. So I am super excited about this. We have close to 60 vendors already signed up, and no like vendors. So you're going to get something new at every vendor table that you go to. You can come and get some free massages. You get free acupuncture. We're going to have the workout demos. So you get power workouts. We're going to do Zumba, Bokwa. Christopher Goodfit is going to do his cardio kickboxing, weight training, soak aerobics, Bokwa. You name it, we have it. And we even have something for the kids We have 4 cartoon characters that are going to be there, dressed up, ready to entertain the kids. Beans and Frank, they are going to be there, and they are going to do their educational songs for the kids, but they are the cutest. They dance around. And then we have JoJo Beans. That's a book series. They're actually bringing 2 of their characters. They're bringing JoJo and they're bringing Twista. And so both of those characters are going to be there at the expo, entertaining the kids, and it's going to be a great family event. So listen, I want everyone that's tuned in tonight, go to Let's Get Serious 2015.eventbrite.com. And that's how you're going to register for the expo. If you want your business to just be broadcast to those 1,200 or more people, because registration is not mandatory, all you have to do is just go and put swag bag insert on the website. Click on swag bag insert, and you can send me your items, but you have to rush ship them because we're running out of time. We're only 4 days away from the expo. And then we can put your items right in the swag bag so you can get advertised to everyone. So I'm excited. It's going to be, again, this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's at the Radisson North Baltimore Plaza Hotel, located at 2004, so it's 2004, Green Spring Road in Timonium, Maryland. And it sounds probably further than what it is, but if anyone's on 695, you take it towards 83 North, and it's the first exit as soon as you get off of, as soon as you get on 83. It's going towards the Timonium Fairgrounds. So once you get to that first light, you're going to swing that right, and the hotel's on the right-hand side. So we're taking over that hotel for the day. We would love to have you there. So let's move on with our guest for tonight. Oh, my goodness, this is going to be a phenomenal show. My first guest is Miss Ericka Sallee. And just to tell you a little bit about her, she's the owner of True Synergy, which is a health and wellness company that focuses on mental, physical, and spiritual well-being. She has a bachelor's degree in psychology from Frostburg State University, and she also has a master's degree in negotiation and conflict management from the University of Maryland. And she's been a featured speaker for youth groups and women organizations. She's a bad mamma jamma. That's all I'm going to say. She is bad. She holds 2 degrees. Hold up. Wait a minute. Listen to this, guys. So let's welcome Ericka to the show. Ericka Sallee, how are you?
I'm good, Cherie. I'm good. Thank you so much
for
having me.
You're a bad mamma jamma, girl. You a bad honey, all them degrees.
God is good. God is good. I'm so grateful.
Yes.
It's all good, but I appreciate being on your show tonight.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate your time. I know you're a busy lady and you're a mom. Tell everybody a little bit more about yourself and exactly what you do, how you got started on your journey.
Sure. You mentioned the degrees, and yes, I am a mom. I have 2 wonderful children, age 6 and 15. And, really what started me on this journey, Cherie, is that I recognize that being a mom, being a working mom, and having dreams and goals, that, it's very easy to get out of balance. And I recognized how important it was to take care of myself mentally, physically, and spiritually. And it was also important for me to be able to empower other women on how to do that. And so the vision for True Synergy really started off with that concept in mind that, total well-being really is the balance of all 3 things, mind, body, and soul. And so we have really evolved since 2010, since we started. We have some great things in store this year and moving forward. And so, our goal really is to empower women to be able to take care of themselves and to make well-being a way of life instead of an afterthought.
Oh, I love it, definitely. And so we started the same year. That's amazing. We have like minds. We started our businesses the same year. And I'm always looking for like minds think alike. And I'm always looking for someone that can pour into the audiences of Stress Less Radio that does something similar to me. And the reason people say, well, why do you use somebody that does something like what you do? Because all of us are going to teach it differently. I'm going to learn something from you. Maybe I can teach you something, and then we can all share that. But the common goal is that we want people to stress less. We want them to live a happy, healthy, harmonious lifestyle. We want them to have the total package mentally, physically, spiritually. And so I love what you do. Tell us what else is going on in your world. What else do you have coming up?
So we've got a couple of great things. As a matter of fact, today was a very busy day for me. I actually spent the day in studio filming 3 episodes of my show, which is called The True Woman Show. And the basis of the show, Chere, is to do 2 things. I love to showcase dynamic women in the community. And, oftentimes we see the movie stars or the singers and, we just are in so much awe of what they do. But I think there are some phenomenal women right here in our own backyard. So the goal of the True Woman Show is to be able to showcase their stories. And the other goal is to make sure that the person that's watching the show gets inspired. Sometimes we have dreams and goals, or we're trying to overcome things, or we're trying to get some things accomplished, and we feel like we just can't do it for whatever reason. And so the True Woman Show really brings light to the fact that these are some phenomenal women in their own right, but it also encourages other women to go after their dreams and to do some great things for themselves. So we've got that coming up, and I encourage people to stay connected with us on our website or Facebook. I'll give that information so that you can see when those shows will be released. And those are YouTube shows that I'm happy to broadcast across all avenues of social media and through emails and text messages and things of that nature. And we also have our women's retreat coming up in November 5th through the 7th at the Hyatt Regency Chesapeake Bay Resort. We are looking forward to having a pajama party with purpose. 3 days, 2 nights, just hanging out, doing some fun things. So, yeah, we're really excited about that.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun, just to kick back, relax with your girlfriends. And that sounds like a lot of fun. Make sure I know about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got to make sure that I know about that. Definitely.
Absolutely.
And tell everyone, so if someone comes to you, one of our listeners, let's say they're on the line right now, and they are struggling with just getting it all together, what would be your suggestion to them as where to start? Because that seems to be the hardest problem for folks. Where do I get started? I know I have this problem. I know I need to make changes, but where do I start? Talk to the audience about that.
There's a couple things I would say, Chere, to that. It's a great question. There's really a couple things that I would suggest. And again, these are suggestions. I recognize everyone is different, but the things that work best for me are, 1, prayer and meditation. It's one thing to kind of have this stuff out there and know what you want to do, but it's really just first praying and asking for guidance, asking for direction. I don't mind saying to people that my faith is very strong, and I declare that to anyone I speak to. So that's the first thing, to just kind of get your spiritual mind in line with a sense of peace and asking for guidance. The other thing, too, is to just begin to write some things down. Whenever things come to mind, no matter how off the wall they may seem, just write them down. And sometimes what I do is just put them on a piece of paper, and then I just start connecting the dots. And sometimes, in most cases, you can see where things logically fit together. And sometimes the things that don't, I just put a little X over it and just kind of hold it to the side. And eventually you can kind of see yourself gravitating toward those dots that are connecting. And then you start to see a picture. And that picture starts to give you a little bit of a clearer vision as to, what direction you may need to go in, what things you may need to sift off to the side or just do away with altogether. And then one of the other things that I think is very important is sometimes we get those little voices in our head that say, well, you can't do that. It's too big, or it's too difficult, or you don't have the money, you don't have the time, you don't have the this, you don't have the that. I begin to speak back to those things. And what I mean by that is when those negative thoughts come into your head, it's just, okay, let me just ignore you, or you turn it around, and if you hear you can't do it, you can say, well, I can do it. And you may not necessarily know how it's going to evolve, but if you just begin to put those positive words and affirmations into your space, some different things start to happen there and starts to make things a little bit clearer and more possible for you. At least you start to think about it, and then you start to put it into action.
That is so true. That is so true. We're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, I have a couple more events to tell you guys about. And also, we're going to talk to Ericka Sallee some more about doing that mind makeover, staying positive, getting yourself right, mind, body, and spirit. So don't go anywhere. You're tuned in to May We Help You Radio Network. And this is Stress Less Radio with Chere Cofield, your stress manager. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hey, Chef Jovi here of the Eatsperience Radio Show. Join me 10 a.m. every Thursday to explore recipes, best restaurants, and food spots in and around the country. I look forward to receiving your comments, so follow us on Spreaker.com to tune into the show. That's SPREAKER.com. And search MWHY Radio to join me every Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Eatsperience Radio Show. And remember to share your Eatsperience.
If you're the parent of a child with behavioral challenges that has been suspended, expelled, or just not able to make it in a traditional school setting, there is an alternative. Call the Metropolitan Day School today. Licensed and accredited grades K through 12. Call 804-321-2595. Financial assistance and after-school programs are available. Let's turn this school year around right now at the Metropolitan Day School, where Eagles soar. Call Ms. Thomas today. 804-321-2595.
Hello, I'm Sherelle of Fit and Flow Yoga Radio. Wake up with me every Friday at 6 a.m. and have a wonderful yoga experience. We'll explore meditation and discuss how various yoga postures can help relieve your everyday stress. We'll also make the connection between our faith and wellness. Follow us on Spreaker.com to tune into the show. That's Spreaker, SPREAKER.com. And also search MWHY Radio to join me every Friday at 6 a.m. for Fit and Flow Yoga Radio with Sherelle. And until next time, surrender to your strength and always embrace your flow.
Hi, this is Benita with Off the Vine. Join us on Fridays at 3 o'clock for Fun Talk About Wine. This season, I'm going to put this little sommelier certification to work as we expand the conversation to talk about beer and spirits too. Meet more exciting special guests, and you never know just who may show up at the studio. Off the Vine with Benita on the May We Help You Radio Network, giving you something to whine about.
We are back to Stress Less Radio with Chere Cofield, your stress manager. And we are talking to Miss Deborah Sallee, and we were talking about mind makeover and having that positive attitude. And we know the effects of positivity because we've talked about it before, Stress Less Radio, positive thoughts, positive actions. You can't help but get positive results. So, Ericka, tell us again some of the other ways that you personally de-stress, unwind, relax, rejuvenate your mind and your body so that you can be harmonious within yourself.
Thank you again, Chere. You know, I mentioned prayer meditation. I think that goes without saying for me. It just helps me to put things in their proper perspective and really trusting things to a power that's much greater than me. Exercise, too, is something that is very important to me, so I really appreciate the fact that your other guest for the evening is the fitness guru and has some great things in store for your listeners. But, you know, it's something that we don't always like to do. We don't always feel like doing it. But what I found that works best for me is even if I do 20 minutes of something, you know, 3 to 4 times a week, then that really speaks volumes and helps me to get into not just a physical fitness or physical wellness, but it does help my psyche as well. So those are some things that I really put into practice and has helped me tremendously.
And I want to correct myself. Your name is Ericka, not Deborah.
That's okay.
Yeah, I called you Deborah Sallee, and I know a Deborah Sallee. And it's funny because I know a Deborah Sallee, and you do not look like her. You don't spell your name like her. Yes, Ericka Sallee. So we want to make sure they get the right professional here. So it's Ericka.
There you go.
Yes, and one of the things I always say is that it's important to unwind or kind of take a breather or a break in between tasks. Because there's only 24 hours in a day, and like I'm sure you can relate. You're a mom, you work, you have an education, you're running your business. You know, all those things, they require a lot of you. But if you never take time even to just sit in your car for 2 minutes to transition to the next role, that's one of the ways that you can start to become overwhelmed and overburdened. What do you think about that?
Yeah. I totally agree. And, you know, one of the things that I've been more in tune to lately is recognizing what my body feels like. You know, if I feel like, you know, I'm getting a headache or my heart rate is up or, you know, I get this feeling in my stomach, I'm really trying to identify when that happens and recognize, okay, I'm feeling this way, but why am I feeling it? Am I getting anxious about something? Maybe it's a meeting with a client or, you know, even before taping the show today, it was like, okay, you always get those nervous jitters. And so recognizing how you're feeling at a particular moment and really just calling it out, you know, and dealing with it, whether it's taking a couple deep breaths as you did before the show started and having us inhale and exhale, or whether it's just kind of speaking to yourself and saying, okay, you know, this is how I'm feeling, and let me deal with it right here and right now, and really giving yourself permission to feel a certain way, but also coming around the back end and saying, okay, well, let me deal with that feeling right now so that you can take control of it before it takes control of you.
Exactly, and then also not trying to compile all the issues or the problems all together, because that's overwhelming too. Like, deal with one situation, one problem at a time. You know, you can't do it. We talked last week on Stress Less Radio about just what you said, just taking time out for yourself and just taking small chunks, not overwhelming yourself trying to put it all in one big ball, because you're going to burn out. We're fine-tuned machines. We're like computers. If we don't shut it down, it's going to shut down involuntarily.
That's right. And you know how we do. You know, we're super women, right? We've got all these responsibilities. We wear the different hats. And, you know, we think that we have to do it all at the same time. But another thing, too, is just recognizing there's so many hours in a day, and let me rest in the things that I can get done, and let me be okay with the things that have to fall off to another day, as long as you don't put it off continuously. But just recognizing what you can and cannot do in the allotted time frame that you have just kind of helps you keep it in perspective as well.
Yes, I agree. Let everyone know where they can keep in contact with you again. Any upcoming events you have, mention them one more time before we let you go and bring Mr. Christopher Goode on the line.
Sure, absolutely. So as I mentioned, we've got 3 episodes of The True Woman Show. Those will be airing for the next 3 Mondays in April. So we do have the first one that will be released on April the 6th, April 13th, and then April 20th. We also have our women's retreat coming up November 5th through the 7th. And the best way to stay connected with all the things that we're doing is to visit our website at www.truesynergy.org. You can also visit us on Facebook at TrueSynergy.org. And, of course, we're on Twitter at TrueSynergy LLC.
Awesome. It has been fabulous talking to you. I really enjoyed just sharing our common thought processes as far as managing stress and just pouring into the audience. I really appreciate you. And if anyone has a question you're welcome. If anyone has a question or comment for Ericka, just press 1. I know that she's going to remain on the line just in case, so she can answer any questions. Don't be afraid. Press 1. You can ask any questions or comments. And we're going to move on to our next guest. Thank you again, Ericka. All right, so I promised you that we had a couple more fabulous events that are coming up that I neglected to mention earlier. So listen, playtime is over. What does that mean to you? Playtime is over means that you have to start doing the things that you really want to do. Well, Cheryl Wood Empowers is presenting her second Playtime is Over conference. It's a 2-day women's symposium, and I want you guys to save the date. It's going to be November 6th and 7th of this year, and registration will be opening soon. It's not open yet, but stay tuned for Playtime is Over. Her hashtag is PTIO 2015, and I was honored to be a guest at her last one, and it was phenomenal. It was a room full of energetic and powerhouse women, and we all poured into our audience. We spoke to them, and everyone left feeling rejuvenated, feeling empowered to go and do whatever it is that they aspire to do, because playtime is over. And then also, if you're free tonight, between 7:30 and 9 p.m., Cheryl Wood is also doing another event called PTIO Woman. So Playtime is Over Woman. It's a networking and award ceremony event tonight. Excuse me. And I know that she is awarding Michelle Wright from 102.3. So if you're free and you want to slide through, it's going down tonight at the Abbey Hotel, located at 9421 Largo Drive West in Largo, Maryland. So it's not too far, and Cheryl will always puts together a nice event. So I'm probably going to head on over there after Stress Less Radio to show my support and meet some more phenomenal women that she's going to be awarding tonight. So just want to let you know what's going on in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area. Also, visit Caprice at capricesmith.com. She has an upcoming telesummit with some dynamic women, a whole lot of women doing business, and they are going to pour into everybody and get you on the right track with your businesses. So contact her at capricesmith.com, or just go to capricesmith.com and you can get all the information for that. Now, my next guest is very near and dear to me, as everyone knows, Mr. Christopher Goode. He is the owner of Good Fit for Life. He has been doing fitness for years. I call him a fitness guru. The man is a beast, let me tell you. And I'm not just saying that because I know him extra well. I'm saying that because it's the truth. He helps you to de-stress, unwind, take your cares, your worries, your frustrations out in his classes. He is the cardio kickboxing king. I have dubbed him the cardio kickboxing king. He rejuvenates his audience, his clients. He keeps them smiling. He keeps them motivated to be healthier, to get fit, no matter what age they are, no matter what size they are. It doesn't matter. He tells them, hey, you continue to do what you're doing in the classes, in the gym, staying active, staying fit, de-stressing, and eventually you're going to see those results that you want by staying consistent. So without further ado, I would like to welcome the fitness guru, the cardio kickboxing king, Mr. Christopher Goode. Hey, Christopher, how are you? All right, I don't hear Christopher on the line. So, Christopher, if you're still on the line, press 1 so you can be cued to the line. Christopher, are you there?
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. How are you this evening?
I'm doing fine. I'd like to say hello to everyone out there that's listening.
Yes. How long have you been doing fitness? Let everyone know.
For at least 16, 17 years.
Yeah, and what inspired you to even want to get into the fitness arena at all?
Due to everyday living, just seen how we haven't taken time to take care of ourselves versus taking care of responsibilities. I just went into looking into bettering and trying to extend health or just life itself, keeping everybody active and just pushing forward to wake up to see another day. And apparently what I'm doing is helping a lot of people.
Yeah, it is, because you have a very, very huge following. Your classes are packed. When I say you go to Christopher's classes, and if you are not there early, you might have to elbow somebody to get a spot. But no, the classes are always packed because everybody loves his energy. They love your music. You mix your own music, and it's just a great hour. And sometimes he cheats and goes over the hour, but and then we're all like, wait a minute, it's been an hour. But he works you out when you leave. All the endorphins in your body are released by the time we leave your class. And I love the energy of the class. I mean, you have people all ages in your class. And it just amazes me that you push people to do things that they thought their body couldn't even do. So kudos to you for that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now, tell us how you personally take care of your mind, body, and spirit. Like, tell us what are some ways that you relax, rejuvenate, and unwind.
Well, as much as I'm teaching people or holding classes, I try to get my own workout in, just to target certain parts of my body that makes me feel good and unwind and release. I hang out with my friends, and from time to time I read, catch up on the new, I guess, exercises or the new fads as far as fitness is concerned, and love movies, hanging out, doing things with the family, and you can't go wrong there. That's always a release of stress and just a way to relax.
Yeah, I agree. It's always important to find things that you enjoy, and then those are the things you should do, especially if you're feeling stressed. And you're going to be one of the dynamic fitness instructors doing power workouts at the Let's Get Serious Expo. Tell everybody why you decided to even get involved with the Let's Get Serious Expo. And don't tell anybody I threatened you, but tell everybody why you decided to get involved and how long you've been involved with the Let's Get Serious Expo.
Well, this will be the 5th year. I just love seeing people smile, love helping people, always trying to uplift anyone that wants to try. And, every time I come out to the Let's Get Serious, I always see, as they say, thirsty people to better themselves and to just push forward. And it's just a great event. It's a lot of other instructors that I know that are great, and they love helping people as well. So when you are surrounded by positivity, as we will be surrounded this Saturday at the Let's Get Serious Health Expo, you can't help but to just explode and continue to go forward.
Yes, I agree. And it's definitely going to be an energetic event going down, the Let's Get Serious Expo. This is your 5th year participating in the expo, and every year you're a hit. People just, they love it. And I love your music. You have the upbeat music, and you get everyone involved. Even the little kids get enthused when they see you working out, and that's so important. How early do you think that parents should encourage their kids to have a routine exercise regimen?
Well, it doesn't have to be a routine for them. I think kids, we have a tendency to lead by example. So what kids see, is what they're going to start to take a part in. And I know a lot of parents out there, when you're doing your exercises on your videos, I know your kids may come back and mimic you and start doing things that this is what I seen mommy do, this is what I seen daddy do. So I don't think that there is any type of age or any time frame. I think that exercise should be encouraged at the very beginning. So it'll be a part of them. It won't be something that's forced upon them.
Yeah, I saw a video recently on Facebook that showed the baby was clapping their hands in the mom's womb, and I just found that so amazing because you can start to teach a child from conception. The baby was literally clapping their hands, and that wasn't something that was made up. It was that the mother would play music every day to her belly, and the baby was clapping inside of her belly. So definitely incorporate that in the training that you give your children because you want them to be healthy. You want them to have a long, prosperous lifestyle. So the way you train them, what they see you doing, they will mimic quicker than you telling them to do it. So working out is definitely important. And I know your granddaughter, she's a ball of energy. I can't wait to see her do the kickboxing class. Alea, yes. She is going to be something. She's a ball of energy, and I know that she's going to follow after you and do her kickboxing thing. I can't wait to see her take the class. If anyone has a question or a comment for either Ericka Sallee or Christopher Goode, please press 1, and then you can be queued, and we can get your question or your comment in. Just press 1, and then you'll be queued to us. Okay, so Chris, now you've been doing fitness for so long. Talk to the person that has not been active for quite a while, but they want to start and they don't quite know where to start. What would you suggest to them?
Okay, well, first of all, you definitely have to have the right shoes, and I think that's the most important because when you haven't worked out in a while, your body is basically carrying that weight that we may have added on or just getting used to being very active with the weight that we walk around with every day. I mean, it's a difference of taking your body to an extreme or pushing your body further than it has been pushed. But you definitely need to work out, get your shoes right, and just take your time. Assess yourself. If you don't have a trainer available, don't overdo it. Don't jump into it and think that I can lift 200 and 300 pounds at the first jump and walk through the door of the gym. Take your time, work out, feel the weights out, feel the machines out, at the lightest weight, and just get your muscle comfortable with that type of flexation. Oh, that's not the word. Just being very flexible, because when you don't do those type of movements on a regular basis, it can actually tear something or hurt. You can actually hurt yourself. So I would just suggest to take your time.
Okay, awesome. And I know how important shoes are, because my heels used to bother me until when I would work out. My heels would always bother me. But I would always, once I got a better pair of shoes, I found that it was a lot better for me to take the classes that I was taking and work out more. And now I don't have that problem anymore. So definitely shoes that support your weight and everything is definitely important. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, we're going to finish up. You want to let everyone know how they can contact you, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the Let's Get Serious Expo. Don't go anywhere. You're tuned in to Stress Less Radio with Chere Cofield, the Stress Manager. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The Queen Esther Radio Show is live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join me, Jessica Taylor,
and me, Jason Mosley, to be entertained by authors, artists, and spiritual leaders.
We look forward to being a blessing in your life every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Only on the MWHY Radio Network.
The Tanya Free and Friends Talk Show is happy to announce our partnership with the May We Help You Radio Network. You can now catch the rebroadcast of our Wednesday show every Thursday at 6 p.m. That's Tanya Free and Friends, the podcast, every Thursday evening at 6 p.m. We welcome your comments and opinions 24/7 at TanyaFree.com, Facebook and Twitter, or send me a text by texting the word Tanya, that's 72727. Tanya Free and Friends, and May We Help You Radio. Living life with a purpose.
Hi, this is Capri Smith of the Uncuffed Radio Show. Join me every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to learn how you can grow in your business, personal environment, and reach your true potential while uncuffing what is binding you. Only on the May We Help You Radio Network.
Hi, my name is Letitia M., owner of May We Help You Network. I want to thank you for joining us and enjoying our host here on MWHY Radio Network. Please visit us online at mwhyradio.com and like us on facebook.com/MWHY Radio. Tune in to learn more about our hosts and upcoming content and our TV programming that will be coming to you soon. MWHY Radio, bringing together business, community, and you.
All right, we are back, and you're tuned in to Stress Less Radio with Chere Cofield, your stress manager. And I am so excited to have two dynamic guests this evening. Miss Ericka Sallee, she talked to us about having that positive mindset, getting your mind, body, and spirit all together, all in one. She's a bad sister. Make sure you guys check her out. She's the owner of True Synergy. And then we were just talking to Christopher Goode. He's the fitness guru, cardio, kickboxing king. He's going to be at the 5th annual Let's Get Serious Health Wellness Fitness Expo this Saturday from 9 to 5, and you can get a taste of his class if you just slide on through. I'll ask Christopher what time his segment is going to be because I don't have my schedule in front of me. But before we do that, we're going to bring Myra on the line. Myra, how are you? You have a question? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, is this Myra?
Hi, yes it is.
Hi, you had a question for us?
Yes, I have a question for Ms. Sallee.
Okay.
Ericka, you mentioned a lot of good points as it relates to your stress and getting yourself back in gear. I was just wondering if you had any reading recommendations, things that you may read to help you stay on point and keep all that negative energy away.
It's a good point. Good question, Myra. There are a couple books that I find very inspiring. I am reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, which is one of the most popular books for entrepreneurs. Outwitting the Devil is another one by Napoleon Hill, and it really talks about, putting some of those negative forces in their proper place so that when you start to hear some of those things, as I mentioned before, about what you can't do and, all the things that come up against you, you can really fight back with some good material. And then I love Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is probably one of my heroes, and so his Act Like a Success, Think Like a Success book is another one that I find very inspiring.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for calling in, Myra. Thanks for tuning in. Now we're going to go back and talk to Christopher Goode again about the 5th annual Let's Get Serious Expo, and we were actually having Christopher tell us what time you're going to be doing your demo at the Let's Get Serious Expo on Saturday.
Yes, I'll be doing my demo at 1:00 on Saturday.
Okay.
So
all right.
There's going to be a lot of phenomenal instructors out there, so please feel free to come out and participate in all.
Yeah, if there are any instructors on tonight's show, feel free to press 1 and shout out your what you're doing at the expo. I know we're going to have soak aerobics, bokwa, kickboxing, weights. We're going to have a boot camp. We're going to have Red Warriors going to be there. We have Beans and Frank. We have Work by Sonia Booty Burns. This lady is phenomenal. And don't let the purple hair fool you. She has her hair dyed purple. She brings it every year. She's amazing. We also have Zumba. We have 3 Zumba instructors that are going to do kind of a Zumba marathon. It's going to be like 45 minutes of Zumba. So, but by 3 different instructors. So we're really going to get it in. Make sure you bring your change of clothes. If you're a heavy sweater, bring your towel. We'll have free water there, so you can get your water. We'll have healthy food samples. So just come on out. It's a positive place to be. We've been talking about being positive throughout tonight's Stress Less Radio show. And just come on out. Get those endorphins released by working out with us. Christopher, can you tell everyone how they can contact you, stay in touch with you, and if they have any questions, they can always send them to you about fitness?
Yes, you can contact me to goodfitforlife@gmail.com, or you can contact me through Facebook at Christopher Goode with an E, F-I-T, on Facebook. Phone number 443-804-6776. And hopefully word of mouth, or just ask someone around who's into fitness, and hopefully they can send you to me if you're looking for me that bad.
Christopher, you also have some boot camp coming up. Talk about your boot camp that you're getting ready to do.
Yes, we'll be starting the boot camp second week of April. We definitely have a fantastic time, 8:30 a.m. It's behind the Newtown Elementary School in Owens Mills. Definitely feel free to come out. It's a walk-in anytime, or whatever week you feel like you want to start off working out. Feel free to come out.
And we have a blast. I know last year when you started doing the springtime boot camps or workouts outside, oh, my goodness, we had such a large crowd. What Christopher does sections, so you have to go through all of these different stations and get your workout on. And then afterwards, he invites you to come and take his kickboxing class. So we're all like, woo. we get it in. So he is serious about what he does. If you can't find him, make sure you shoot me a line. I'll make sure you get in touch with Christopher. We're looking forward to having him again for the 5th year at the Let's Get Serious Expo. Thank you so much for your time tonight, Christopher. We really appreciate you calling in and to Stress Less Radio. And just give us 3 ways again that you de-stress and unwind.
Just relaxing with the family. If you can get a chance, read, good movie, and that's about it.
Awesome. So find hobbies that you like. You heard it here from Christopher Goodfit. All right. Now, next week we're going to have some more about fitness. We're going to have Candace Camille on next week. She's going to be one of my guests on the show. And also we have another dynamic guest that's going to be on the show, Mr. J.W. Foreman. So we're going to have a great show again next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Make sure you tune in every week to Stress Less Radio. It's your hour to relax, rejuvenate, and get educated. So make sure you tune in every single week. You can also find me online, ChereCofieldInternational.com, or you can email me, ChereCofield@hotmail.com. Also, if you're interested in the Let's Get Serious Health, Wellness, Fitness Expo going down in Timonium, Maryland this Saturday, visit letsgetserious2015.eventbrite.com. If you miss being a vendor or you miss it this year, we already know the date for next year. It's going to be April the 2nd. That's the first Saturday of next year. That's Saturday, April 2nd of 2016. So make sure you save that date so you don't miss next year. It's definitely the event in Maryland that you want to be at. Again, don't forget to support our amazing sponsors, May We Help You Radio Network. You can visit them online to get more information about how you can advertise with May We Help You Radio Network at mwhyradio.com. We are everywhere. We're on Spreaker. We're on iTunes. We are all over the place. So if you want to get your business known, you want to send an advertisement out, make sure you get in touch with Letitia McDougall of May We Help You Radio Network, and I'm sure she will be definitely happy to let you know what our pricing packages are like, and it's very reasonable. So get in touch with Letitia McDougall with May We Help You Radio Network. Don't forget to visit all of our sponsors, Adam and Eve, Capri Smith at CapriSmith.com. Also, you can look me up again, ChereCofieldInternational.com. And until next week, remember to stress less. I am Chere Cofield, the Stress Manager. Stay well.